What happens when every version of me exists at the same time?
Thank goodness they're still breathing. I was a bit worried. Okay. Good. Oh, hi. Are you okay? I mean, I can tell that you're not okay, but are you okay? Oh, gosh. Do you know what year it is? Oh, this is not good. Have you seen one recently? Oh, I should be checking. Hold on. Excuse my rudeness. Are you bitten at all anywhere? Okay. You're not bitten, right? By the zombies. I'm not kidding. Do I look like I'm kidding? Anyway, you look like you're hurt. 1 second. I brought some medical supplies. Who am I? You can call me Kate. That's my name. Okay. So, from what I see, you might have a minor concussion. Is this your house? Okay. Your eyes are only slightly reacting to light. That's not a good sign. I do see a fairly big head wound on your face. Do you know anyone that could have hurt you? What's the last thing you remember? Okay, that was really far back. Can you look at my nose for me? Okay. I'm just going to look at the injury directly. Okay. Well, fortunately, the good news is you're in safe hands. The bad news is you have a pretty serious head injury going on. Yeah. I do have some gloves, but I don't think it'll matter much. And they are a little bit pre-used. I washed them in the stream, but we don't have running water anymore. So it's been quite a bit. And I've had a rough couple of days too, if you can't tell by my infection. Okay, let me just make sure that you have no internal problems. Let me check your heart, okay? Just breathe normally. Okay, good. Now can you take a deep breath in for me? And out. And in. And out. Okay. Very good. Now let's check your blood pressure. All this random stuff that people just leave around. Okay. Just gonna wrap this around your arm. Okay. Make a fist for me. And release it. Okay, actually lay your hand flat. Okay, good. Right. Just put some of that back in my bag. So I'm just gonna try and treat that cut on your face. Let me see how big it is. Okay, fortunately, I have seen worse, which bad for them, but good for you. I know you're very curious about the whole zombie situation, but I really would like to focus on this first, okay? I appreciate that you're concerned and scared, though. I completely get it, and if I was in your situation, I'd be very scared too. Random girl like me with a bunch of random stuff in her face telling you that there's zombies outside. Yeah, I'd be freaking out. Okay, so I have some over-the-counter Advil that you can take. I'm gonna crush it up for you. Okay, open your mouth and swallow. This will help your body digest it quicker. I don't have stitches. I have a stapler, and you need stitches. So I'm just gonna staple your skin, okay? Which is why I needed you to digest that Advil quickly. Yeah, wanna hold my hand? Because it's gonna hurt. Okay, hold my hand. 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. 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 Please don't squeeze too hard. Good. 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 Okay. Now I just need to move your hair out of the way a little bit. I'm going to. This says pain relief. There's no pain relief. I'm sorry. It's really just an antibiotic, but it's a topical, so unfortunately I don't have any ingestible antibiotics. Yeah, I also am not actually a doctor. Hold still. I was in medical school when the apocalypse broke out. But the most I really am is pre-med. So I know the basics, but not everything. I'm sorry. This whole situation is terrifying. I can appreciate that. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. Hey, how's your vision? Oh, you seem a bit loopy. Hey, stay with me. Let's start asking you some questions. What's your name? Okay, yeah, stay awake. What's your favorite color? Who's your favorite person? What high school did you go to? What's your mother's maiden name? Okay, yeah, just stay with me. It's okay. You'll be okay. You're with me now. I don't have a whole lot of band-aids left. So I will give you like one of the last ones. I know that you don't know what this really means, but this is high currency around here. Okay. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Nothing. And this is an old box, so you know it's been well loved. Okay, ready? And perfect. Okay, good. I'm just gonna lay that flat. Alright. I have a couple others that are coming right now to help transport you to our base because I discovered you when I was trying to look for more supplies in this house, and I couldn't leave you here. By the looks of things, you guys had been staying here for a little bit now, so I think someone you love betrayed you. And I know how that is, and I couldn't do that to you. So, they're coming. Yeah. It's a smaller group, and we're struggling, but the more the merrier. We're all trying our best. In the meantime, how about some melatonin? I'm gonna give you a little bit more than a recommended dose to knock you out quicker. Here, say and just swallow. We don't have any water. Good. I'm sorry that you woke up in this situation and together we'll get your memories back. Or we'll make new ones. Okay? Good. Happy to help. And we'll make this work. Yeah. Sleep well. And we'll take good care of you. Don't worry. Okay. Good night. Psst. Psst. Hey. You're here for the haircut, right? Perfect. That's what I thought. You look like you definitely needed. No, not in a bad way. In a, honest way. I just picked up these scissors from the Dollar Tree. So, this salon, right? They, on the front, said that they were offering midnight snippings. And that's why you're here, right? It's quite late for a haircut. Yeah, so it's too late to hire any normal hairstylist, so they got me off Craigslist. Yeah, I have an ad on there, and essentially I will do odd jobs for cash, and this is one of those odd jobs, but it's not that odd because I can obviously cut hair. Shouldn't be too difficult. So are you comfortable? Yeah, because we're gonna start right now. Yeah, no, don't be afraid. What I'm actually gonna do first is make your hair afraid. Did you know, now this is a little bit of a hairstylist tip, did you know that the reason why we have to make your hair all moist is to make the hair stay still? And I think some people seems to think that stems from the idea of, like, I don't know, hair being easier to cut when it's wet. I don't really think that's true. The real reason, and they don't teach you this in any sort of barber school or any hairstylist school, is that you know how, like, when you sweat when you're running, right? When you're afraid, and so that sweat, it will go on your scalp, and when that's near your scalp, it'll make your hair wet, right? So that means that when I put this water on your scalp, it's like making your hair afraid. Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, I know, pop quiz. So if you ever are, picture this, it's trivia night, and you got called on, and they say, why do hairstylists wet their customers' hair? You can say, because it makes the hair afraid, because it simulates like sweat, right? Duh. Gosh. Anywho, let's just see that. I'm gonna try and not get it in your eyes, but if it's okay, don't be afraid. I know that the water is what makes you afraid, but don't be afraid, okay? It's just me. Pinky swear. Okay, hold still. There we go. So now that your hair is afraid, I hope that the hair is afraid and you're not afraid. I'm just gonna comb through your hair with my fingers. Good, and now I'm going to jump right in with my scissors. My grandma said that you should always lead with your heart, right? And so I'm leading with my heart when I do your haircut. Does that make sense? So I'm just gonna analyze your face. Your face, you look like the type of person that, do you sleep with your socks off? Yeah, that's what you look like. You have that type of face. That's not offensive, I think. Anyway, look right at my nose. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, since you seem like the type of person to sleep with your socks off, you're a bit of an oddball. And you know what's crazy about oddballs is that oddballs like to go bowling. Do you like to go bowling? Yeah, you do kind of look like you like to go bowling. Anyway, I figure you would feel at home if you looked like a bowling ball. So I'm gonna try and go for that shape on your head, if that's okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take a little bit off the sides here, and I'm also gonna go right in the back. And no, you shouldn't have any commentary for this, no. Okay. you seemed a bit worried. You thought we don't have a lot of time because it is the midnight barber. But I'm a pro. I know, I don't know if you can tell, but I cut my own hair. So, no need to be afraid. And I do a fantastic job. And even if you don't think you feel right at home with the bowling ball, trust me, you will feel right at home with the bowling ball, I promise you. Yeah. I call this the double cut craze. Yeah, I named that. Wait, hold on. West, good. Yeah, so since you're going for the bowling ball look, I do have to make your hair scared once again. I hope you don't mind. Good. Okay, so now I'm just going to take your hair and just put it in this little thing right here. Okay. Perfect. And now I'm just going to cut the underside with the double cut grays. Gosh. Okay, I'm gonna take that out of your head. Great. And I'm just going to part your hair down the middle. Yep. Okay, good. So now you have a bit more of like a mustache haircut. That's all good. I like mustaches, but we have to get to the bowling ball look. So just look right at me. Okay, and now I'm just gonna reach around back, okay? Your hair is like really long in the back. I might give you like a rat tail in the back. I don't know, I'm feeling frisky. Okay. Okay, over here as well. Kayla, look up. Oh my gosh, do you know who I am? I think I might have cut your hair before, like years and years and years ago. You're basically done. Let me just give your hair one last scare. But yeah, I used to take up a lot more odd jobs, but I don't know. I kind of felt like no one was appreciating me. So I took a step back, and here I am, back to doing what I love, giving you interesting haircuts. Good haircuts, not interesting, good. It looks interesting, and interesting is a good word. Everyone's so afraid of the word interesting. Don't be afraid of the word interesting. The word interesting is a fantastic compliment that not everyone can fully understand the magnitude of how amazing it is to be called interesting. Okay, that's what I thought. Perfect. You look interesting. Okay, I think my hides here. I'm sensing it. Are you sensing it? Wait, hold on. I'm sensing it. My right here. If you ever see me ever again, let's hope we don't meet again. Yeah, because honestly, I did too good of a job. You might scare me when I see you. Friendly scaring. Obviously, good scaring. Okay, bye. Okay, so I'm finishing touches. Alright, this looks just like you. Yeah, well, a version of you, that's for sure. Here you go. Alright, bye now. Oh, hello there. Why, I hope you're having a wonderful day, Pumpkin. What makes you stop by here? You also want your picture drawn? Alright, I can definitely do that for you. Hopefully nothing too crazy because I really don't got all day. You want a quick little caricature? Alright, I can do that for you. Alright, so just sit right there. Perfect. Have you ever got your portrait done before? Okay, that makes sense. Not everyone gets their stuff done that way. That makes sense. Me personally, I've never got one done myself, but I've done it for others. So sit back. Are you comfortable? Make sure you're nice and comfortable. Alright, so first, I just need to prep the paper. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Yeah, so what this does is it allows the paper to get that fresh glow to it, which means that when I draw on it, it allows the color to stick for longer periods of time. It's like a primer of sorts. Not everyone who's not totally into this type of thing fully knows what that is, and that makes sense for you to not know. It seems a bit silly though, especially if you're unfamiliar like yourself. So why'd you come around this time of time? You here for the festival? I know it's a little bit late. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'm glad you were able to stop on by. Okay, take a seat. Yeah, I mean that seat over there to the left. I know it gets a wee bit confusing. My apologies. Do you mind if I touch on your hair for a minute? Perfect. Let me just get right in here. Because you've got some beautiful hair, but the problem is with your hair being so gosh darn beautiful, I want to make sure it's absolutely perfect for your portrait. Okay. Now can you look over here? Good, good. Yep, you're doing great so far. Yep, I was here born and raised. I've come to this festival since I was a wee little girl. Yeah. Alright, now look right here. Fantastic. Okay. Now look right here for me. Good. I'm just gonna mess around your hair a bit. Do you mind if I use both of my hands? Can you just look over there by those clouds? Yeah, great. So fantastic. Yeah, the weather today, beautiful out. Not everyone is fully ready for such beautiful weather. Do you mind if I use this hairspray real quick? I use it basically on my clients. My little artistic signatures to give you a little bit of a funky hairdo, if that's alright with you. Perfect. Alright, hold still. Wonderful. Now sit back, sit back. Alright, perfect. And can you look up for me? Beautiful. Alright there. Now you keep sitting there looking all pretty. I'm just going to do a quick little portrait of you. Alright, so when I tell you certain instructions, you gotta follow them, okay? I might ask you to do a little bit of a funky pose. You saw my artistic references on the side there, right? Beautiful, alright. So hold on still. Okay, so let me just say, I'm thinking you got a little bit of a funky eyebrow going on there. I'm definitely going to emphasize that. Okay. And your smile is absolutely beautiful. But do you have any other funny faces you like to pull? Okay, alright, I like that one. You do that in front of any kids? Do they think it's funny? I would imagine so. I think my nephew would love that one. He's in this phase right now where he loves cars and trucks. So I wanted to take him do a track out back, but my sister, his mama, said no. Unfortunate, but it's okay. One day we'll get there for sure. Alright. Okay. Right. I just want to make sure I get those colors right in your eyes. Beautiful eyes, by the way. You know, they say the eyes are the window to the soul. Do you think that's true? You know, I was looking up this one thing recently. My TikTok showed me something called life path number. Quite interesting stuff. Everyone has like a different number, and different numbers mean certain things. I'm not really sure I believe in any of that, but it's always kind of cool to look at. You know, it's kind of like astrology. Apparently I'm meant to be a Leo, which I'm like, okay, some parts of being a Leo are definitely true. What's your astrology sign? Do you know? Really? Okay, actually I can say that. My best friend, she's a Cancer. My other best friend, she's also an Aries. Sometimes they say that Leos and Aries, they get along great. They say that Cancers have a tough time with us, but I just don't think that's true. I mean, yeah, sure, she can get a little emotional, but she's my emotional, you know? Like, I love her to pieces. Little bits and pieces. Are you getting a bit hot? Yeah, I see some redness forming on your cheeks. Are you okay? Should I go call over my friend and bring you some water? Okay, alright, we'll just continue then. Yeah, it gets real scorching out here. I don't want you to be in any sort of trouble or uncomfortable predicament, especially when you're sitting here not moving at all, trying to be the perfect, you know, little portrait. Trying to be my portrait. I don't know. Anywho, back when I was in college, I used to have to do these little, I think they're called croquet, I don't know. And we'd essentially go outside and you have to draw something in a minute. Yep, and a lot of that skill got passed over. I do this mainly for fun. No, you only got to pay me like $2 for this. It's really not a whole lot, which is why it's only like 10 minutes long. But, you know, some people, they really do this full time and their characters are fantastic. I don't have that in me. No, I don't. Yeah, alright, I know I've been chatting too much. Let me just zip it and throw away the key. Alright, here, I'll give it to you and you let me know when it's okay to talk again. Yeah. Okay, let me just do that right there. Okay. I'm fighting the urge to chat with you. That's my favorite part of these things, but I really do gotta focus. We gotta get you done. Okay. Can you look right here at my finger? Okay, good. You're doing a good job. Keep looking there even though I didn't move my finger, right? Okay. Alright, now look over there. Good. Yep, keep looking that way. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, I didn't realize you had that birthmark there. It's quite beautiful, but I really do need to include it in your picture. Okay, anything else I missed? Okay. Smile for me. I'm gonna take my key back because you were so gosh darn patient. And sorry, I had to unzip myself. You look fantastic in this. Let me know what you think. What do you think? I think I captured your essence most beautifully. I know it's not exactly what you could have asked for, but I because you let me chat your ear off. I'll let you go for free this time. Yep, you're very welcome. Alright, now have a very good rest of your day. Be sure to drink a lot of water, as you're getting a bit hot. We can't have that carry on, okay? Alright there. Alright. See you later, alligator. Bye. Hey. Don't be scared. Do you recognize me? Maybe. Third time's a charm. So I noticed that you stopped watching my videos. Yeah. Hey, don't be scared. Is there any reason for that? I'm trying to figure out why people haven't been watching my stuff as much anymore, and okay, well, I'm gonna be honest, a lack of tingles isn't really a good answer, so I can fix that for you. So don't be afraid. I may have relocated you from your home, but I did so in a lovely and friendly manner, and you were comfy up until you woke up just now. So it's all good, right? Great. Look right at me, okay? First, we're gonna start with some visual triggers, okay? So look at my eyes and ignore the light. Good. Look at my eyes, ignore the light. Good. Look at my eyes, ignore the light. Good. Again, look at my eyes, ignore the light. Good. Look at my eyes, ignore the light. Good. Now look at my nose. Good. And look at my ear. Very good. So now I'm going to do a trigger that I don't think I've done frequently, and maybe that will be the cure to your tingle immunity. I have this candy bar here. Just looks like a regular candy bar, right? K-I-T-K-A-T. Kit Kat. Do you remember the Kit Kat logo having a dash here? Apparently that is a common misidentification of a Kit Kat bar. Apparently there was never a dash. I don't know if I really look at logos long enough to know whether or not there ever was or wasn't a dash, but apparently some people say there used to be. Are you one of those people? Did you ever think there was a dash? Okay, well, in case you were, that might be something worth figuring out. You know, maybe that's why you don't get tingles anymore. Okay, so now I'm just going to paint you with the Kit Kat bar. Yeah. Just going to paint this part of your face. Now, right there. Okay, so I don't think the Kit Kat bar worked, but we're going to try this instead. This is one of my favorite headbands. Okay, so I can see your displeased face, and that's okay. You can be displeased, but what I don't appreciate is you mocking me. Okay, no need to mock, because I can tell you're being sarcastic when you smile like that. Okay, so now we're gonna do instead, we're going to look right here. Good. Can you tell me what shape this is? Yeah, would this be a plus or a minus sign? A plus or a minus sign? Good. Now what color is it? Good, 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 good. Now can you just look at it? Good. Can you continue to look at it? Tell me when it gets closer or further. Okay, that was further. And what about now? Good. And now? Good. And now? Good. And now? Okay. Alright, what about this? You liked this one. Okay, keeping that in mind. And one last final one. Can you look right at my nose? I'm just going to take some pictures of you. Good. Right? Fake pictures, obviously. 3, 2, 1. Good. And here. Okay, so from my understanding, right, you seem to be struggling with your triggers and your tingles. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am just going to reprogram your brain, okay? Just a simple reprogramming, honestly, nothing too crazy. And I'm just going to make you tingle again. It's gonna be super easy, okay? Ready? So, on the count of 3, I need you to take a deep breath in, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1, deep breath in. Good, again. 3, 2, 1. 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 Very good. Alright, so now that you've been effectively reprogrammed, we shouldn't run into those same problems, right? Okay, pinky swear. Wonderful. Okay, hopefully I won't see you again for this reason specifically. Okay? Great. Bye. She's like, so whatever, you could do so much better. Ooh. Sorry. Just got a little bit jump scared by your face. What are you doing in here? I mean it with offense. Because you don't really look like you're meant to be here. Yeah. You're here for a tattoo? Really? Alright, tough guy. What type of tattoo are you into? Okay. Well, I specialize in face tattoos, so if that's not what you want, You want a face tattoo? Okay. Alright, I see you rocking like that. Alright, that's cool. Sorry, I had totally the wrong impression about you. Okay, so let me give you some options. I'm thinking forehead area. What do you think? Or cheek? Okay, well, let's see. Let's do. What about. This is obviously something very basic, but basic sketch. What about something like this, right? Like a skull, right? Like something simple, like a skull. Okay, I'll draw some other ones you want. How about you tell me what you want? It's your face tattoo, so. Okay, so this is your eye. Let's just pretend, right? That's your eye. And that's your nose. So tell me what you want. Really, you want like a butterfly wing? Like that? Okay, and you want it to kind of frame your eye. You want a broken petal? That's sick. Okay, we can very easily do that for you. I'm so excited. You're sick, dude. Alright. It'll hurt a lot. Are you ready? You seem ready. Love you already, dude. Okay. So, I do have this numbing cream. It's specifically for your eye area, since we don't have a lot of people that come in for your eyes specifically. We get a lot of forehead and like neck area, but we don't get a lot of eye, and your eye is very sensitive, you know, so we have to be very careful with it. Okay. Right. Is this your first tattoo? Okay, first tattoo, bold choice. You know, a lot of places won't actually let you get your first tattoo as a face tattoo. They say it's a bad thing morally, I guess. Since, you know, people change their minds and tattoos are permanent. I say, whatever. You know, tattoos are obviously a bit more of a life-altering choice, that's for sure. But it's a life-altering choice that you made. More power to you, you know? Don't let anyone try and trick you into thinking that you don't have that power. Okay, now let's rub this into your eye area. Okay. Cute. Alright. So now I'm going to make sure the area is all clean. Close your eyes. Before I begin with anything intense, let me know if you feel this, okay? Do you feel that? Okay, what about here? And here. Okay, good. So, let's begin. First, I'm going to just start with the wing. Okay, good. before I continue, I did notice some hairs that are kind of getting in the way of the needle. I just started tattooing last week, so give me a break, okay? We're gonna come in and just get rid of that for you. Yup, bye hair. Yup, right here for you. Okay. Gorgeous. Right. Let's continue. Let me know if it hurts at all. Did you know what color you wanted for the wing? I was thinking red, kind of like the color of my lips. What do you think? Okay, well, I disagree with that choice, to be quite frank with you. Do you think we can maybe work around that idea a little bit? I think red. I'm glad you agree. Okay. Okay, and right there. Alright. Change the color real quick. Now let's color it in. I got my first tattoo when I was 14 years old. It was a stick and poke, self-inflicted. That's when I knew I had a love for creating this permanent art, not only on my own body, but on other people's bodies. Yeah. Okay. Right, perfect. It's kind of a small tattoo, but because it's near your face, you have to take very good care of it. Let me just make sure. Okay, I have to just put this on it. I need you to change this wrapping every 12 hours, okay? Just go on Amazon and make sure that you get the right type of tattoo covering. Yeah, you got it right. I can leave you to that because, oh yeah, I see my ride. We're getting lunch. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I can help you more. I do have to go. Yeah, you were really cool though. Yeah, super cool. Alright. Bye. Yeah, you can take that exit. I have to go this way. Okay, bye. Hey, you weren't sleeping, right? Perfect. I was a bit worried there. Earlier in the day, you mentioned that you had something stuck in your eye, and I wanted to surprise you, but I didn't realize that you'd be sleeping. Is now a good time, or was a good time. Perfect. So I brought over some tools. I'm kind of a professional at getting stuff out of my eyes. You know, girls with our makeup, we have a tendency to sometimes misplace things in there. So I figured I could try and help you, yeah? Okay. You know, not everyone's super big into makeup. I don't know if you are. I couldn't quite tell what exactly was in your eye, so yeah, do you know what it is? Is it from like, did something like just fall off? Does it look like something just fell off? Okay, that's cool. I don't like it. I think it's just like onto your eye randomly. That's so annoying. But it's okay. That's what I'm here for. So can you just try and open your eyes up just a little bit? Good. I'm just gonna feel around here. Does it hurt if I just I'm currently not seeing anything. You said that this is the eye, right? Yeah, let me just look right here. Yeah, even when I look pretty deeply at your eye, I'm not really noticing anything that's worrisome. Okay. Let me just bring this light in, okay? Yep, I brought a little bit of a flashlight. Okay, I might need to turn the lights off in here to see better if I can't see even with this flashlight. Okay. I do think I see it. Yeah, so let me just actually, if you hate the gloves, I can take them off. Just let me know if you think it's too much. I can take them off at any time. Okay, just okay. Alright, I think I do see it. It looks like a speck of black dust. Yeah. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how that got in there. What do you think? It looks maybe like just some like debris from outside. So like maybe a bug. Looks like it could be like a gnat or something that like died in your eye. That's not very good. Let me see if I can try and scoop, 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 scoop. Okay, let me go over here. Scoop, 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 scoop. Okay. So I do have this eye flush. It's super normal, and all this means is, have you ever been in a science lab before? You know how they have those machines that are like kind of big and scary, and if you ever get like chemicals in your eyes, you have to wash out your eyes. This is kind of similar, but it's just super small, and it's normally just used for like little mini eye flushes. You can get them at like Walgreens or something, like anything over the counter, but I figured now is the perfect time to try and get it out with this. Okay, so let's try this now, okay? When I tell you to blink, I need you to blink, okay? 3, 2, 1. Blink, 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 blink. Yep, continue blinking. Blink, 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 blink. Okay, let's try again. Just gonna fill this up with my water bottle over here. Okay, and ready? 3, 2, 1. Blink, 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 blink. Okay, it's not flushing out from what I can see. It is just kind of sitting there right at the corner. So I'm gonna try and just blow it out. I could just like, but I'm worried that like I could like spit in your eye or something, and that would just make it like a biohazard, and make it worse, right? We don't want to make it worse. We want to make everything better, right? So let me just see if I can. 3, 2, 1. Let's try again. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, can you try blinking? Good. Yep, ready. And blink, blink, blink. Blink, blink, blink. Yep, blink, blink, blink. Blink, blink, blink. I'm gonna try flushing it one more time. Good. Keep rapidly blinking. I'm gonna just try and fish it out. I'm gonna just try and fish it out. Okay. Yep. Just gonna try my best to fish that out. Okay, good. Almost there. Let's try over here. Let's try. I'm thinking I push it to the other side right here, because the more I push it to the end of your eye, it's not really doing anything. So I'm gonna try and push it right here, okay? So let's try just push it right there, okay? Yep, I can't believe this is giving you so many problems. That's so frustrating. Whenever I have things trapped in my eye, it always really irritates me, because I feel like things that are trapped in your eye shouldn't really be that hard to get out. I feel like we should be biologically made to kind of get it out of our eye. But it's really frustrating when we can't. Okay. So now I'm just gonna make sure that it's moved, and that there's no parts of it that are left on the other side. Okay, good. So now I'm just going to push it right here. Oh, me a flavor. A favor, not a flavor. And blink, 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 blink. Okay, now look up, 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 look up, look up, look up, look up, look up. Okay, perfect. It's all out of your eye. You're welcome. Kind of a pro at this. You can go back to sleep now. Yeah, sorry, I did need your eyes open just for a moment there, but happy that I can help. Yeah. So, please sit back, sit back, sit back, sit back, and relax, and go back to sleep. I'll see my way out. Yeah, I'll see my way out. I figure I'm not needed here anymore. Now that that's fully sorted, I'll go tell my mom that you're all good, because I know you're the one that texted me, but